So my ranking videos have gotten pretty popular. They're my most watched videos, I guess, arguably. And the one series that I have constantly been getting requested lately is Scream. So we're gonna rank the Scream series. Here we go. What's up, guys? Welcome to another ranking video. We're gonna do the Scream series, which is really fun. And I thought, just to make it interesting, we'll throw in the TV series as well. But overall, I would say Scream is a really consistent series. Most of the movies are really good, really good. I would totally welcome a new Scream movie. It is sad that Wes Craven's gone, and of course, I would much prefer it be directed by him, but that's not possible. But I still think that there's more stories to tell out there. The Ghostface Killer is one of the most interesting killers because it could be anybody. So that's just another reason why there could be more of these movies. But anyway, let's get on to the countdown. I'm gonna rank this 1 to 6, worst to best, because of the 2 seasons of the television series. So number 6 is going to be Scream 3. Scream 3 has some great moments in it. I do like the finale. I do love Neve Campbell in this movie, actually. She saves this movie, honestly. I really enjoy how they play with the mythology of trilogies in some of the scenes, but the biggest downfall, I think, of this movie is that a lot of times it feels like a TV movie. The characters, I don't find that interesting at all for the most part, outside of Neve Campbell and maybe Patrick Dempsey. A lot of it just felt a little silly. It does have a nice opening, though, with Cotton Weary, played by Liev Schreiber. That is a really cool opening, actually. But overall, it's a decent movie. I'd give it like a straight up 3 out of 5. But yeah, that's my least favorite. Number 5 is going to be Season 1 of Scream. Now, just to talk about the TV show in general, I think after watching the first 2 seasons, it was a good idea. Initially, I was completely against it. As a matter of fact, I think I mentioned it in one of my Drumdums drives before the show aired. I was not for this at all, but the show proved to me that, hey, they can make quality TV shows based off of horror franchises. It worked. I enjoyed both seasons of Scream. I would put season 1 at number 5 because of the characters. Now, this is a TV show. There are a lot of episodes, so I could poke holes all day. But in the end, it was still a fun series. And I have to mention Audrey and Noah. Those 2 characters, I think, really were a major part of why this show was so good. And also the character Brooke was a favorite as well. Number 4 is going to be Scream Season 2. I thought Scream Season 2 was a bit better than Season 1, just because of it upped the ante as far as the kills went. It was darker, it was grittier. I thought the characters had a little bit more interesting motivations going on. There were quite a few times where I thought Audrey could be the killer, you know. It kept me on my toes. I was fully invested in this season. As a matter of fact, I went through Season 2 pretty damn quick. So it was a damn solid season, and especially the last few episodes, the final reveal, I thought were really interesting. It was a little predictable, but still, I think it played out quite well. Now, before I get into the top 3, I'm not going to include the Scream Halloween special. I did watch that. I would probably place it dead last. And I know I'm talking about it right now, so what the hell am I doing? But yeah, I don't consider it part of the canon because it was really just a one-off little movie. And it's really hard to stand it up against the actual movies and then 2 full TV series. So I guess that's my reason. So anyway, number 3 is going to be Scream 2. Scream 2 is a good movie, don't get me wrong. I just think it's a much lesser version than the first movie. It has a lot of the same beats of the first movie. It touches more on sequels, which is awesome, which is a great thing that I love about all the Scream movies. They touch on whichever order they are in the run. And, you know, Scream 2 being the first sequel, that's what they touch on. And they talk about movies like Terminator 2 and like Aliens and all that stuff, and that's just the fun of Scream. I do love the final act of this movie, actually, though. I thought Mickey and Debbie, played by Timothy Olyphant and Laurie Metcalf, were really interesting. A little over the top, but I still found it enjoyable. Number 2 is going to be Scream 4. I really love Scream 4. It's a much darker movie. Even the cinematography is darker. And the whole scene in the school when you had Roy Culkin riffing on, you know, the remake culture. And Hayden Panettiere was fantastic in this movie, actually. Loved the final act with Emma Roberts. So many great things about Scream 4. I had a blast with it. And it's one that I actually watched the most. And then number one, no surprise here, the first Scream. I remember going to see the first Scream in the theater opening night, December of 1996. And sitting in this audience, nobody expected anything like amazing out of it. And everybody left just elated, like they were on cloud nine. It was so fun. And it's one of those movies that just, it stayed like in the top 5, maybe even like top spot for quite a few weeks after. It was just a massive, massive hit. It revitalized the whole slasher genre, which is no easy task. And it's like the perfect slasher movie. The opening with Drew Barrymore is great because it's like a great sense of misdirection. You think she's gonna be in the movie for, you know, the long haul, and then boom, they knocked her off just like that. And she's a big actress, especially at that time. And then playing off on all these horror conventions and tropes from the past while paying respect, not an easy thing to do, but Scream does it remarkably. And then having the most satisfying third act that you can possibly imagine with Billy and Stu. Two of the most interesting and likable killers ever put to screen. I could go on and on. The first Scream is just, it's like one of my favorite horror movies. It's fantastic. And it's one of the few movies with, you know, those modern style leads. I guess you'd call it the youth from the internet age. This one does it the best, I think. It makes the best use of cell phones when, in an age where cell phones kind of get in the way of horror movies. This one gets it right. So anyway, that is my ranking for the Scream franchise. Let me know in the comments your ranking. I always get a lot of comments on these ranking videos, which makes it a lot of fun. So looking forward to hearing your choices. Anyway, guys, be sure to come over to Killer Flicks, where we talk horror all day and every day. And on Fridays, we do Free For All Fridays. If you like what I'm doing, hit that subscribe button. I'd really appreciate it. Follow me at Drumdums on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Letterboxd, and now Stardust. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. Have a great day, and Drumdum out.